You know, if I was leaving this world and I could send a message out, I think that my message would be something like this. It would be very similar to a conversation I had on an airplane with, well, I was the last one on, and it was a middle seat, and I sit down, and there's this, I find out she's a 24-year-old single woman, and there's this 31-year-old single guy. They don't know each other, and I sit down, and they're kind of giggling, and it's obvious they've been talking, and I figured they were trying to size up how large the person was going to be in the middle, to kind of, you know, but what it turned out was he had been flirting with her so heavily that when I sat down, he said, you know, you're coming between me and getting laid tonight. And I was like, whoa, that's pretty out there. Well, we had an hour and a half flight, and for the next hour, we ended up getting all these discussions, and he was talking about why he doesn't want to get married. He'll get married someday, probably 35, 36, but he don't want to get married till he really enjoys his life, and he doesn't want it interrupting, you know, his pursuits. He owns his own business. He wants to make a real go of it, and you know, the whole time he's flirting with her, and she's just giggling. And an hour into the flight, we finally find out she's in a 3-year relationship, and I'm like, well, what are you letting this guy flirt with you? Well, after all this time, and it's really clear that he just wants to be an individual, live his own life, and then finally come back to marriage. And he views marriage as a threat to being able to accomplish that. And she kind of sees it all the same way. I just got tired, and I said, you know, I know we're almost there, and this might seem kind of crazy to you, but I was 21 years old when I married my wife. I wasn't even graduated from college, and I was just in love with her. And we decided, we'd been dating for a couple years, and we decided we'd get married and I'd finish college. And, you know, you say that you want to do all these wonderful things and adventures single, but I wanted to do them with the woman I loved. And we got married, and I got 2 masters and a PhD, and hardly ever missed my kids' activities and games. And we went to England and Spain and Germany and Switzerland and Canada and Costa Rica and Mexico, and we've traveled all through the States. And you know, I look back over 31 years now, and the absolute best thing I ever did is join my life with my best friend and the woman I love when I was 21 years old, because I would not have, I can't tell you how giving expands your own life. I have so much more than what I could have ever had alone. And I actually just kind of feel sorry for you two, that you don't see how giving to another and joining yourself with another can make who you are so expansive and so much more. You just don't realize how great love is. And they were like, and she goes, I want that. And he said, me too. And I thought, 31 and 24, they are representative of so many people that need to hear the balance between committing and giving and investing your life in another and being your own self, that it can be balanced. And if you balance it, the end result is 10 times greater than what you'd ever have just on your own. That would be the message I'd want to get out there.